I'm Scott L. Miller. It is the 18th of November, 2021. This is the Sheep Guarding Llama vlog, and it is a beautiful, I'm filming this tomorrow, beautiful vitamin D producing day here in Las Piñatas, León, Nicaragua. It is just, there's a few clouds in the sky. I'm going to show just real quickly, since I've got a polarizing filter on, and I can show you the beautiful, beautiful blue sky here. It is absolutely gorgeous. And so I actually want to go back and talk a little bit about last night. I recorded the show early yesterday, and we had, the internet was actually out until late evening, until I had already walked the dogs to go to bed. So the girls came down, since we have nothing that we can do online, and we made it a video game afternoon and made the best of the fact that we were offline. We couldn't communicate, and even so it was, we found out in a little while that it was a major internet outage in León. Buenos dias. And so the entire region was down, and even the cell towers were down most of the day. So we were getting messages in and out every so often, but I had to like restart my phone just to get a message out. So I was unable to communicate. It was not like I could work from my phone and at least make do and communicate with the team. I was basically just gone. So we popped in Nancy Drew, and we made it through Danger on Deception Island completely, and then we started Secrets of Shadow Ranch and made it a ways into that game. So that was pretty awesome. Had a really nice day just hanging out, the three of us. Dominica does not like Nancy Drew games, so she does not participate. Then when the internet finally came back, that is El Perro going down the street, always honking. And so it was probably about 9 o'clock when the internet came back on, so I buckled down and started work really late and managed to get quite a bit of writing done, to the point where my 10th chapter was completed, and about 1:30 in the morning I was able to submit it to my editor, who was very excited that we were able to get that done. I also got all of my edits done on chapter 9 earlier in the evening, so I am down to chapter 11, which is the final chapter, and that will be beginning tomorrow, and our goal is to have that done before December 1st, because the second week of December is when the book is being announced publicly as officially coming, and its publication date and all of that stuff. So we're very much down to the home stretch, and this 11th chapter looks like it won't be too big of a problem. Knock on wood, of course, famous last words. But so that was yesterday, and made for a very different day, and very different than what I expected when I made the video earlier in today. So today is Thursday, and not the most productive day, not super busy. I did get quite a bit of writing done on chapter 11, about 6 pages in, and a normal chapter is close to 30, but this one is only scheduled to be 20, so that's a pretty good portion. We have a truck coming down the street. He's way down the street, and it's so loud that I'm already having problems talking over it. You can see him way down there. I have no idea why they're playing music this loud. This doesn't actually happen all that often. From time to time, we'll get someone driving through and just blasting music at such a volume that it's completely and utterly insane. We also have them coming down while there are 2 kids going down on the wrong side of the street on a bicycle. They just had to cross over.
Llegó con todo, el Marciplan.
Cama matrimonial Olimpia Extra Sueño, 5,750 Córdobas. Pantalla LED Durafran Smart TV 50 pulgadas, 14,990 Córdobas.
Yeah, so you start with a nice quiet day, and then randomly that crap happens. That is something nobody likes. The only thing you can do is try to pay attention to who's advertising when they do that, and make sure you never do business with them. It's about the only thing you can do. There really are no laws to stop people from playing music obnoxiously loud, because culturally people play music obnoxiously loud all the time. You go through the city in León, and sometimes in the middle of the day they'll have stores, they put out these giant speakers and have like a DJ stand and just blast music through the streets and play advertising like that and try to draw people into the stores. Finally they went away. All right, cool. So got quite a bit of writing done. I'm probably about a quarter way through the last chapter at this point. It was good for that stuff today. I did get some more video editing done, and I should have mentioned I also got that done yesterday. I managed to upload and get see if I can say it all correctly. Today I got episode 8 of Take Flight uploaded, which is the Pompeii episode. That is now staged to go live in December. and I'm starting work on the Umbria Orvieto episode, which I'm really hoping to get out relatively soon, probably in about 2 weeks, and I want to have that one staged for January. I'm trying to space these out because I can only work on them so quickly, and I'd like to have them come out on a regular basis rather than a whole bunch all at once and then take a year until the next one, for example. And I'm really hoping to stage them just correctly so that I can get work on the next series, which should be being filmed in February. The current status of things is that the loose plan is that I will be hitting Panama, Bolivia, and Argentina in February, and we'll have an opportunity to film quite a lot while I'm there. That'll be a big goal of the trip, and I should be able to get many episodes out of that. I'm very excited. I have not been to South America or any of these countries, and there's a lot of amazing stuff to go see. I'm gonna be hanging out with a lot of friends down there, so there's people to show us around, which makes things a lot easier than if I'm just going on my own and trying to discover what there is to see. So we'll get to see really interesting stuff, people's homes and hanging out with friends and going to local bars and that kind of stuff, and getting to see like real food things instead of going to just popular restaurants or whatever. You'll get out of the tourist zones and really get into some of these countries, especially Bolivia. Panama mostly just be a layover, so we'll just go hang out with Maggie and see the city again, which I haven't been to in many years. I'm looking forward to just being in Panama City again because I love it so much. So yeah, so today pretty much that was it. Those are the big things. Did watch some Brooklyn Nine-Nine with Liesel this evening. Yesterday, not yesterday, the day before, watched a bit of Seinfeld. She's gotten very much into Seinfeld. She's almost through the second season at this point. It's funny because she's only a little bit younger than I was when Seinfeld came out. I think I was like 16, 17. I'm not sure what year it's actually from, but wow, it's weird seeing it because I didn't really watch it when it first came out, and it has not aged well, for one thing, but also I enjoy it more now because now it's nostalgic in a way, like looking back on the 90s, whereas at the time it was just, I don't know, it was not I never disliked it, I just never really got into it. I think seeing the first seasons makes it a little bit better. So tonight was really, I worked quite a bit this evening, and I wasn't super productive because Dominica was in hanging out for most of the day. She was watching a lot of Seinfeld in the background. Liesel wanted to hang out. The girls wanted to play video games, but we really didn't find anything that we really wanted to play together. We played Foxtails a little bit, maybe 20, 30 minutes. I think it looks really good. Liesel really likes it. Chana was the one that was excited about it, and it doesn't have any spoken dialogue, and it's a very by-the-book traditional point-and-click adventure, so it didn't really have anything to grab her. So she agreed that the music was good, the graphics were good, the characters are cute, but it just didn't have what she wanted. Now, the girls really wanted to play Jackbox, but Jackbox just doesn't work with 3 people. You gotta have 4, and it's better if you have 6. So we didn't do that this evening. Got to bed at a pretty good time, and tomorrow I have a number of meetings. I'm going to be, I should mention today I had about 4 hours of really critical customer support work. So I had a lot of billable time on the books today, which is awesome. Obviously, that billable time is what pays the bills. But that used up a lot of my day. That's why I didn't have a chance to really be ultra productive because it's all customer stuff that was thrown at me. It was very cool though. One of the big things I did was many hours of work for a company who has an ERP product. They pay $40,000 a year for support from the ERP vendor. The ERP vendor couldn't even begin to fix their problems, and so they brought me in, and it took like 2.5 hours. Boom, we had everything solved. We have all kinds of documentation now that their vendor who makes the product doesn't have. It's a great example of just how poor some of these products are and how much the companies who make them are not prepared in any way to support them or run them in production. They have no idea how their product could be used. They're not in any way prepared to make production software. This is stuff that easily could have been vetted by someone choosing the software in the first place, and no one ever bothered to. Anyone who paid attention would have known this was not something ready or safe to have in production in any way, as the company who made it couldn't possibly run in production. There's a big loop in town. The truck has gone around and now he's coming back. Hopefully he'll be gone in a minute. This is just so ridiculous that it works this way. It is.
Llegó con todo el marcipan.
Cama matrimonial Olimpia Extra Sueño, 5,750 Córdobas.
Painfully loud when you're out here.
50 pulgadas, 14,990
At least they keep moving. We've had them before where they just park in front of people's houses and you can't even think inside your own house. You have to get earplugs and stuff. So it's, at least this one just passes through. So anyway, yeah, lots of work. That went really well. I was very happy with how that turned out. And overall, it was a pretty good day. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of focusing on the book and several meetings that I have. And yeah, I'll see everybody tomorrow.